A pleasant day to everyone. We are here to present our paper titled Gender Responsive Education Amidst the Pandemic, Thematic Content Analysis of Learning Resources for Key Stage 1. We have experienced the pandemic and of course, in DepEd we use Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, also known as BELCP. So with this, we implemented distance learning where majority of our learners use modular approach. As we use the modular approach, some of our learners encountered errors, mistakes, and some inaccuracy. So these were actually reported based on the following, and of course, this has to be given attention. So aside from that, the most alarming would be the pervasive ideas in the materials that promoted bullying, body shaming, culture insensitivity, and of course, gender stereotyping. So with this, we really have to really address this, and as teachers, our aim was to actually contribute to the reviews done by the Department of Education, and this particular study could actually help them, especially we in this study, we analyze the materials, especially the learning resources specifically for Key Stage 1. So our aim was to explore the gender responsiveness of the printed teacher-made learning resources in the District of Trece Martires City through content analysis. The study answered the following questions. Number one, how gender responsive is the curriculum design of the developed learning resources? How gender responsive is the content of the developed learning resources? And of course, the responsiveness too of learning activities, and of course, the representation, language, and images of the developed learning resources. For the methodology, so we actually did not involve any human participants. So what we used were the outputs of teachers. So we analyzed the learning resources made by teachers in Key Stage 1 in the area of Trece Martires. For the data collection, so we sought the permission of the school head to conduct the study, and of course, we asked permission from the teachers who made the learning resources. We explained to them that we would analyze their works, especially in the 6 learning areas in grade 1, such as edukasyon sa pagpapakatao, Filipino, MAPE, Mother Tongue, Araling Panlipunan, and Mathematics. Now, let's go to discussion of results. So, as you can see, Table 1 has the weighted mean of evaluation of the gender responsiveness of the learning materials in terms of curriculum design. Generally speaking, the evaluated learning materials are gender responsive to a little extent on the area of curriculum designing, which had an overall mean score of 2.06. In terms of content, as you can see in Table 2, the evaluated learning materials are gender responsive to a great extent, as indicated by 3.3 or 3.53 mean scores, as it is evaluated learning materials show that the content is highly gender responsive, which is a good thing as this could aid in achieving gender sensitivity among the students, and they may avoid capturing gender biases and stereotypes which they may bring with them as they grow up. Alright, for the learning activities, so we evaluated this and we gathered the overall mean score of 3.53, which means that the material would have gender responsive to a moderate extent, which implies that the teacher can still optimize their gender responsive activities. This time in terms of representation, language, and images. Generally, the evaluated material are actually gender responsive with respect to this aspect, which had an overall mean score of 3.94. So this suggests that the evaluated learning material could actually be responsive to a great extent on this area, which should be continued or sustained by the teachers. With the results, we can say that the evaluated learning materials developed by our grade 1 teachers of the District of Tres Martires City are actually responsive to the great extent in terms of content and representation, language, and images, which the researchers recommend that they should sustain. However, in terms of curriculum design, the evaluated learning materials are only gender responsive to a little great extent and only moderately gender responsive in terms of learning activities. With this, the researchers suggest the need to capacitate the teachers in these areas. Moreover, the study only focused on the learning materials developed specifically for grade 1 learners. So the researchers suggest similar study be conducted for other grade levels. Aside from that, the evaluation conducted by the researchers was actually quantitative. So we recommend that qualitative evaluation of the learning material under gender responsiveness would be done by other researchers or for future studies. Before we end, we want to leave you this quote: "The mind once enlightened cannot again become dark," by Thomas Paine. Thank you very much for listening and have a nice day.